Moto3 starts its second round of the 2025 campaign here at the wonderful Termas de Rio Hondo circuit. We're moments away from lights out, so let's cross over to the world feed and get ready for green flag procedures.
Back on the 7th row of the grid in 21st.
I mean, when you're back on the 7th row like that, what is your strategy? What is the plan?
You hope that it's a good start and you just benefit from the draft and keep picking them off. So it's so strange in Moto3 because you can actually fight for the victory from the very back of the field. We've seen it over the years. And yeah, your strategy is just to go forward, not use your tyre, use the draft, take the opportunities when they arise, hope that someone just ruffles feathers, opens up the door for you, and you just slip through the inside.
Now here we go then, take a deep breath and sit back because the Moto3 boys are on the way. And don't forget David Munoz going from the back as well. What can he do this weekend? But it's Matteo Bertelli in pole position. As we head over to comms, Neil Hodgson is joining Gavin Emmett. Good morning.
Good morning, Susie. Yeah, we're ready to get racing here in Argentina for the first time in a couple of years. And just like in Thailand, Matteo Bertelli starts for pole. In fact, safe poles in all three classes. What can he do from it? We're about to find out in Termas.
It's Moto3 time here at Termas de Rio Hondo. It is Matteo Bertoletti on pole position from Engel Piqueras and Russi Yamanaka at the front row. David Almanza, Alvaro Carpe, Jose Antonio Ruda, the next row from Ricardo Rossi, Joel Kelso, and then Valentin Perrone starts in 9th position. Paul Esteban starts in 10th with Dennis Foggia in 11th, Adrian Fernandez in 12th, Adrian Cruces in 13th, Tyro Forasato 14th, Stefano Nepa lines up 15th. Scott Ogden 16th from Nicola Caro alongside Marcos Uratai. Rushi Rudley starts 19th from Cormac Bushiman as well in 20th. 21st comes on with David Munoz, and then we get Luca Lenetti, Guido Pini as well. Eddie O'Shea starts 24th. Pekka Bulstella as well in 25th, and Takhon Bonalassi starts 26th. Well, here we go then for the Moto3 Argentine Grand Prix, round 2 of the 2025 campaign. What are we going to see? What action, what delight awaits us as we head out onto the circuit now. And this place is awesome. Superb skill, superb track action as well. The lap record here to bring it in from Sergio Garcia in 2022, 148.429. That's the base all-time lap record. That was the pole as well. Andrea Mino had the race lap record, 148.834. Similar conditions to what we're seeing here last year as well. The 2023 result was Suzuki, Monrella, and Mino as the podium as well. So we're going to be in for an interesting day ahead here as well as we will look to the start. Let's get the thoughts of our colleagues over at TNT.
Mile from start to finish.
And then you come round here, which is essentially like a big hairpin corner, but then the next section, look, that's turn 6, is absolutely flat out all the way to 7. So it's essentially like another long straight. So yeah, it normally keeps the group together.
Been impressed by Alvaro Carpe, right on board with the junior GP champion, Red Bull Rookies champion as well, and has looked good again this weekend. His adaptation to Moto3, impressive. It's only round 2.
Yeah, we'd heard a lot about him. We'd seen him ourselves anyway. There's a lot of expectation. There's nothing quite like backing up in your first Grand Prix, finishing on the podium.
A quick reminder, Munoz to start from pit lane, and Joel Kelso as well, the Aussie, 3rd row of the grid in 8th. Usually a good starter, and he'll need that today because he's got a double long lap penalty for his incident that he was involved in at the final corner in Thailand. So there is still a chance, isn't there, for Kelso?
I was just thinking that of all the tracks to have a double long lap penalty, this is probably the one, because normally the group sticks together. So if he can get a good start, get that first one done, you get back into the group, work your way forward again, do your second one.
David Munoz now will have to come down pit lane. There it is, the entry to pit lane, as we get ready for the start of this Moto3 Grand Prix of Argentina. He starts from pit lane.
Tension rises here at Malaysia. Sorry, at Argentina. No, I said Malaysia. Here we go then for Moto3. Red flag at the front of the field. Matteo Bertoletti right-hand side. Centre is Piqueras. Yamanaka starts in third. Munoz to the end. Here we go. We're all set to go here for Moto3. The red lights are on. They're out now, and away we go in Argentina. Good start from Piqueras. Coming back through David Almanza as we head downhill towards the first corner. Last of the lane breakers here as well. Brilliant start. Yamanaka's going to take the lead. Right up the inside as well comes Alvaro Carpe. Brilliant from him. He's going to take second position away from Piqueras. Almanza gets forced out further back. Munoz starting from the pit lane as we come in towards turn 2 and 3. Foggi's dropped back a couple of places as well. That was to be expected at the start of the race as we come now through turn 3, down now the 0.669 mile back straight towards turn number 4. Yamanaka immediately going defensive against the Red Bull KTM Ijo of Alvaro Carpe in towards the braking zone. And Almanza's coming out of nowhere as well. We're 3 wide into turn 4, the right-hander. Very similar to Buriram's turn 4. And into the lead of the race goes David Almanza. So, third to first on lap 1 of 18. That was a better start than we were expecting so far. The middle sector's looking good as well. Breaking down again. Yamanaka trying to take it away from Ruda for third position. Ruda still there. Piqueras coming in as well as we ride down through 6 and 7. Good opening lap so far. Stefano Neppa up to 11th. Caro in 18th ahead of Esteban. Uphill we go through turn 8, 9, 10 coming through as well. Foggia coming through. Takahon Budorasi has dropped down to 22nd position as well. Remember, got 26 in this race result as things stand at the moment. No jump starts according to race control. That's the good news as they fall in line once more, keeping the action together. Okay, strong start, good start from everybody here. That's the way it needs to remain over the next 18 laps. Luca Lanetta up to 14th. 2 have dropped down further back. Marcos Urdatai has dropped. Jacob Rustella as well in 21st position. Going to be Kit 10 eye upon. Into turn 3. Yeah, it's good so far then. Forassato's up 7 places. Piqueras has dropped 6. Carpe and Ruda up 4. Same as Stefano Neppa. Look at Anetta's up 8. Pini as well up from 8 places into 17th. 3 wide into the breaker stone. Stefano Neppa's going to get himself riled out there because he's on the outside line. That's not going to work out. Neppa's dropped a couple more places now. Down into 12th position. Still Alvaro Carpe in the lead. Ruda in second. Piqueras now in 9th position. Ricardo Rossi takes 10th. Into the braking zone then. Once more at 6 and 7. And there's the long lap penalty being taken for Kelso. It's a double long lap penalty for Kelso. That was implied over the weekend. So that's 1 done. He's still got another. He's dropped down to 20th position now as a result, as the racing continues through turn 8 and 9. So a strong start from this field. That's the way we like to see it. We were expecting a few changes early on. As side by side, Almanza going to get very much passed by Carpe. Almanza retakes the lead of the race. Carpe down in then into 2nd position. Alvaro is going to have to think of something clever in the slipstream down towards turn number 1, but he's got Jose Antonio Ruda for company, who looks to the inside line, shows him a front wheel. Not going to be enough as we switch to drone camera. So Almanza leading into turn 2 and 3. Bertoletti and Forasato having a battle, including that is Ricardo Rossi. And I think Valentine Perone as well. Forasato ahead of Bertoletti now. So the 18 drops down in towards the turn 4 hairpin, at least as they come over the timing line. Ricardo Rossi's got the fastest lap of the race so far, as a little heads up there. 4 to 1. Almanza still leading this one. Well, they've kept it calm, I'll give them that. We were expecting a chaotic race, and it's been quite smooth. 3 of 18. Pirelli, remember, and cooler track temperature actually. Its air temperature is at 23 degrees, ground temperature 33, as we now see Joel Kelso taking his second long lap penalty, and that is him complete. And he's able to now rejoin the race. He's done it early on so he doesn't lose out any traction to those at the front. Wise idea, to be fair, in order to prevent any problems in the field. So a strong start, a really strong start to this race as things go on. As you can see on the timing deltas, how many's improving in the last sector and who's been good and who hasn't. Over the line, lap number 4 then. As our, well, one of our timing monitors, oh no, both have frozen, 15 to go now. Is that, I believe, yeah, Joel Esteban has settled down the fast lap, 1:47.498. Legendary OC says Lorenzo Salvadori will not race today's Argentine Grand Prix due to pain in his shoulder from yesterday's dislocation. Neither also will Miguel Oliveira. He will also not race. Sean says, hey, hello, Josh, hello. Chaos in Thailand, Moto3 could be chaos again in Argentina. Last time out in Thailand, with Moto3 only the riders to get the points to finish the race. Yeah, now we're a bit more well-behaved here today. Saying that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide into turn 4. Moto3 has started doing very strange things now. So at the moment, David Munoz, who is in 26th position, is 12 seconds back from that pit lane start, Simon Patterson just said. And there's a bit of deviation of lines going on in this race. Super, super dangerous, says Simon. Friend and colleague, I agree with you, my friend, because this is going to end in a big one if they're not careful. They're darting around without any spatial awareness, and 7 wide into turn 4's hairpin is not the way you want to do it. We're on board with Ruda, who's got ahead of Ricardo Rossi. He's now on the back of Damon Almanza. And Almanza's going to go wide. He's going to try and take the lead of the race from Baqueras, who's going to launch on the inside line. Baqueras knows he's there. We know that Ruda's there. Well, Ruda knows that Rossi's there. Rossi comes out of absolutely nowhere, sends it up the inside. And Caro from the back also having to have a little bit of a seat check up into the last corner. Otherwise, he would have taken at least 3 more down. Baqueras on the back of Almanza. Pulls to the inside line. Out of nowhere, there goes Ricardo Rossi. Ruda's on the inside line, getting ahead. Rossi's been forced down. Caro goes through as well. Wow! Changing a foot. Baqueras trying to look around the outside of Jose Antonio Ruda at turn 3. Not going to work. Now, on the run down towards turn 4 here at Termas. Look at Adrian Fernandez, how many positions he made up a second ago. That was absolutely insane. I'm using the wrong laptop. Absolutely insane to keep it in. Grid position at the moment. Ricardo Rossi's up the inside. They're all weaving together. It's like the start of a race. Legendary said there's a bit of deviation lines going on. Seems to be, yes, yeah, absolutely. That's on Simon Patterson's. Hello. Lap 5 of 18. Almanza leading. Ricardo Rossi up 5 places. Ruda's got through on the inside line as well. Now the outside, but saying that, Bertoletti's going to give him a fight back. Coming into turn 8 though. The inside line belongs to Antonio Ruda, and here comes Adrian Fernandez. Can't find a way through. Fotosato is in there. Oh, this just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it, Moto3? It's an epic battle. Fernandez on the inside, comes out of absolutely nowhere, trail breaks it in, gets ahead of Bertoletti. Fotosato defending against Perone as well. Almanza leads, Rossi, Ruda across the line. But it's all going to change. Literally, they're all right there together. Wow! Ruda on the inside line in turn 1 on Rossi. Threw the bike in with the brake. Esteban up to 11th. Yamanaka down to 12th. He's done 9 places from where he started. Cautiously, wildly accelerating in this race. They know the deal. They know the score. Kelso up into 20th position now. They're tracking once more. A look to the inside line with Ruda. Almanza just ahead. Santo's going to get lost out here as well because Riccardo Rossi and Bertoletti running together, putting through. Well, a little bit of a change there, unfortunately. Santo down to 5th, but battling hard with Rossi. And we're 4 wide into the braking zone for turn 6. Inside, right-hander. Grab your traction back. This is mad. I know the Moto3 boys like a bit of action, but this is absolutely crazily bizarre racing. So a green flag running at the moment. That means that we are going to hopefully remain that way with the started action. There's need for interruptions. Lap 6 of 18, 13 laps to go. We're only on the inside at 7th position as well, as they all swap back. The Argentine rider on home soil, looking ever more fruitful to maybe snag a podium if he can do so. Sato down to 8th, Yamanaka up to 11th. Keras in there too. Simon Patterson says, think Eddie O'Shea might be the first person ever to get punctuation in their name on the timing screen. It's normally a 4-letter abbreviation. Is it? Yeah, you're right. Punctuation for Eddie O'Shea. Although now it says EOSH. So, yeah, they've removed it already, Simon. Down there we come, into turn 4. Will there be a sneaky look on the inside line, or will they leave it for the time being? No, they're going to go for it on the inside. Yeah, they're not playing today. Oh, and Bertoletti gets dropped out a couple more places. So that's Fernandez and Rossi going through. Down to 5th, Esteban up to 15th with Luca Lanetta in 16th. Into turn 6 now. Right, and we've got the Moto2 race coming up today as well. That's going to be a big one. Oh, no! Pini's crashed out right in front of us. Guido Pini out of the race on the 94. He's picked the bike up. Has he kept the engine going? Gets the grass out of it. Tries to get the clutch back to disengage. Just dropped it on the inside line at turn 6. Slid out from underneath him. Absolutely nothing he could do there. It snaps on you so quick. He's done well actually to get up and pick the bike up, and let's see what he can do. Fernandez on the inside line of Ruda takes 2nd position here over the line. Lap 8 of 18. 11 laps remain of the Moto3 Argentine Grand Prix. Riccardo Rossi also looking for a move on the inside line, forcing Ruda wide. That was cheeky. That was beautiful from Rossi. Takes 2nd, so takes 3rd away. But it once again, Leopold at the front. Pini's into the pit lane. That looks like his day's done, I'm afraid. And now this is Riccardo Rossi taking a wide line in, and Adrian Fernandez cutting turn 3 has lost so much more traction. Rossi had the better exit. He'll breeze through. Wide variation of lines again into the braking zone. If you ever wanted a screenshot of Moto3, there you've got it. With every rider inside the top 10, side by side in the braking zone. And again, turn 4 becomes an absolutely mixed match of what the position is going to be for Sato. Having to touch up there when Ruda checked him. And that nearly caused an accident as Rossi as well. And Alvaro Carpe had to also lift. Deep goes Almanza and Fernandez. And yeah, Rossi's now ahead of Paqueras. Alvaro Carpe down into 8th place now. So they are going to fight a little bit. They're not going to let this one go. I don't know whether to be proud or not, to be fair, on that regard. I like the intuition they're showing, but they might be able to show a differential throughout it as well. On the inside line again. No, just take it, but just calm it down, boys. You don't need to run just yet. You've got, what is it now? 8 of 18, 9 of 18, 10 to go. It's not go time yet. As they fly, FIM stewards, Takahon Borarasi has shortcut at turn 10. and he has been given a long lap penalty by the stewards. I love what Simon Patterson has just tweeted. Moto3 is basically rugby. You spend a dozen laps attacking while trying not to concede a penalty, and at the end you might score big or might not. That's exactly what it is. Moto3 is basically go big or go home at the moment, and it's entertaining watching, but it's a bit... And Formula E gets criticised for pack racing and peloton style. Moto3 invented the peloton style racing for motorcycles and motorsports. Of course, it comes from the peloton, so that's where it comes from. I know what you mean. Don't get all fussy in the comments when I mean that. What I'm on about is how, for motorsport and bike racing and car racing, peloton really did come through in here. Yamanaka, there's Munoz. Munoz is 22 seconds behind Adrian Fernandez and 17 seconds behind David Munoz. Just shows to you, to Takahon Borarasi. So the entire field, 5 seconds up with them. Borarasi has completed his long lap penalty now. Field stayed together incredibly tight. I'm surprised about that, to be fair. I thought there'd be a bit more oomph around. But they've been good. They've been sweet. I hate saying the word sweet. But they have. They're sweet. They've been very good about it. Very sweet about it. They know the score. They know the drill. They know exactly what type of situation will be coming for them here if they make any form of errors. Lap 10 of 18. Munoz has officially entered pit lane. So we thought there might be a swap over. We were right in our assumptions. Almanza into the lead of the race after 3 wide. Make that 4 wide as Fonosato comes up there as well. And that's out, unfortunately, now for David Munoz, retired from this event. Almanza holding in the lead with Fonosato second, Ruda in third. No, hang on, Alvaro Carpe in third position. Swap back. And up the inside, Matteo Bertoletti on Alvaro Carpe, and there goes Bertoletti. Swap back like you wouldn't believe. Nicely done though. Scott Ogden in 9th, Ricardo Rossi in 10th. There's Munoz. Yeah, I think he knew his day was done, really, for the Dynavolt team. Still, the racing here in Moto3 is top dollar. Very nice action, very good interpretations of what we could see. It's sort of just hanging in the air tonight. We do enjoy it when there's some action in this category. It spices up the action. Lovely, like a nice Chianti. Lap 11, 8 to go here. As the racing continues. Not trying to be that shout, we've still got MotoGP to come later on. We'll look to the inside. It has to be careful. Perone track limits warning, Rossi track limits warning as well. Over we go again then, over the line. They've just got to take it with ease. You don't want an accident at this stage of the race. Fernandez, Almanza, and there's the Constantino effect for the first time at turn 4. Fernandez retakes second position and forces out his teammate Almanza, and that opens the door as well now to Fonosato. Munoz has rejoined the race. So that's a nice one. There is in the background, you might be able to hear the engine firing up. Munoz rejoins this race. Eppa's down there as well. Through we come into turn 8 and 9, the uphill section for the switchback. Munoz has officially rejoined this race. You can see it on the race control messages below me here in the commentary box. as Fernandez to the inside line. Perone's dropped a couple of places. Rossi Yamanaka battling hard. That's Ruda with Bertoletti, and he's got back ahead of him, so he's not going to let that change over the line. Yeah, they're just finding the time now, aren't they? They're not going to push too hard. They know what's at stake if they do. We don't want that big moment happening. That 12 of 18 for Desato, Adrian Fernandez, and then Alvaro Carpe, the top three. Lanetta up to 9th, Ogden into 10th. It's side by side. Hello, Amy. Hope MotoGP gets some excitement like F1 today, says Legendary. Hi, Amy. Yeah, I was a bit unsure about the F1 race. Well, there's a lot more questions than needs answers. It was an interesting opener. Jenny Gow was right with what she said. It's sort of just, it's teasing us. It's building up to a good race, and let's hope China might deliver something. Argentina's certainly entertaining for Moto3 at the moment, as we're seeing. Forasato ahead of Alvaro Carpe now in P4. Kelso in 10th, Ogden 11th. We'll have that battle together on the inside and outside line. Maybe 6 to go at the other side of this one, here in Argentina. They're trying to desperately sort of claw everything back in, aren't they? It's only been racing for 20. Yellow flag, sector 4. Oh, Unitai's crashed. Marcos Unitai has crashed the 89 in the 4th sector, so that might bring out, that has certainly brought out local yellows. Says rider okay on our screen, and he is okay, he's up and walking away, yeah, gloves off already. Great to have his gloves off already. No, he's not left them out on the circuit. 6 to go. As the Moto3 lap counter changes to that board. Start ticking down. Bertoletti leads from Ruda. How long? Because Ruda's got the slipstream. Bertoletti's got no one there. Ruda easily drifts through on the inside line. Forasato's in there as well, and the braking zone add in. Alvaro Carpe all late on the brakes. Fernandez a bit too far back. But he's under pressure from Piqueras, who forces his way through. So Fernandez down into 6th place. Piqueras up into 5th. Yamanaka, what's happened to him? He's down into 18th place. Bertoletti takes the lead of the race. Now that looked like Ruda let him through there, the way the slipstream kind of worked out. We'll keep an eye on that as the race continues on. Somebody walked into the commentary box there. Not my side, I think that was on TNT's. Sounded like my door, so I had a look. Must have been, I think that was Susie leaving the commentary box to go and get ready for the presentation in between the shows. Bertoletti leading this one. But here comes Ruda. 3 wide further back as we're going to see Alvaro Carpe try and get the inside line on Adrian Fernandez, who shuts the door. That allows Almanza to sweep back on the inside line. It had to lift out, otherwise he would have taken them both down at the last corner at turn 14. Very difficult part of the circuit to get right there. But it was a wise decision just to ease out of it and not make a mistake or throw anything away. Just chill, everybody. Keep it calm. Piqueras up to 3rd. Forasato's in 4th. Here's a replay. This is turn 4. What are we looking at here? The 19 getting forced out. Oops! And nearly having a big accident as well on the line. And that was Scott Ogden, the way he shuffled down the order so much back to his starting position. In now to turn 4. Fernandez going to go in a bit too deep. Lost out a couple of places anyway, actually. Because Alvaro Carpe's got the inside line, and now he moves up back to his starting position as well. Fernandez down now to 6th, but still, he started 12th. He's up places from where he started. Already an improvement. Kelso as well now to 9th. Luca Lanetta, 13 places up. So this is a warning track limits for Rossi and Perrone. They've both got track limits warnings out here in Argentina. Bertoletti on top, Ruda second, Cara third, Picaras fourth, for Sato in fifth. It's all going to change again for Sato, takes the inside line on Caro. Ruda's trying to have a look at Bertoletti. Switch back ever so nice over the line. Almanza P7. Rossi's down into 15th place. Riccardo Rossi has dropped back massively out of absolutely nowhere. But Bertoletti has control. And that often is one of the most important things in racing. That knowledge of that gap between them. Cara's up then into 4th position. Adrian Fernandez down to 5th. Stefano Neppe in 12th. Adrian Cruzes up in, well, stays now actually in 13th position. Rosato takes second. And is Ruda going to get lost out by his own teammate here? No, they just lifted back up. KTM running in a line here as well. I just saw the yellow flag. I was like, what happened there? But no, it's all fine. Lanetta was the fastest on that last time, a 1:47.943. Everyone's starting to push now with 4 laps to go. They know how important this race is going to be towards the end. Ruda down now into 5th position. Perrone into 14th, back with Riccardo Rossi. Ruda actually was matching side by side with Picaras' time as well. They're not messing around here. Remember when Dawn had told us that sprints were going to be the most exciting things ever? In my opinion, they're usually more boring than the main race. Last time for things to develop. Yeah, less time for things to develop. I'm with you there. It's very bizarre. Oops, and now the mid-pack running in as well with Picaras, Ruda, Fernandez, Almanza all in tricky positions. 3 to go here in the Moto3 Argentine Grand Prix. Bertoletti still looking strong as they push in once more. Keeping an eye out then. They've pulled out a 6/10 gap to go. This is Fernandez on the inside line running in. Oh, that was a bit quick there, but wonderful switchback through on the inside line as well from that of Picaras. Just a little short sweep on the inside line. Ruda on Almanza. Oh, and way deep. Unfortunately goes Almanza. That's why that changed off. Foggia's got a track limits warning actually out there. Ruda down to 6th, Almanza to 7th, Fernandez to 5th. So that's put Bertoletti, Fronasato and Picaras 1, 2, 3 in this race. So we're still holding in. Cormac Bushman is in 18th position now. He's got ahead of Riccardo Rossi. Rossi's just dropping back big time now. Sadly expected this to happen. It's not going to be that, run of events that we were expecting in Moto3. Braking zone once more, down several gears. There's Foggia, 15th. Adrian Cruzes in 16th place as well. Over the line once more. Fastest lap for Picaras, 1:47.249. So he's got the better deltas out here. Slowly, they're all catching up. Bertoletti, Fronasato, Picaras, all in there. 2 laps remaining at Termas de Rio Hondo for the Moto3 campaign. Our possible last visit to this circuit. Certainly provided us with a spicy race here for Moto3. Fronasato trying to win from 13th on the grid. Could be possible. Carpe up into positions as they all get in, and treacherous for Sato, getting a nudge there from Alvaro Carpe. Carpe now getting pushed out wide. He's dropped several places, and now he's under pressure from Armanza. It wasn't go time yet. The last lap seems to be the moment to really push in hard here. Foggia down more places now. He's dropped the timing screen again. And Munoz back into the pit lane. Well, he was a lap down anyway and not really in contention. Stewards have given Riccardo Rossi a long lap penalty for a shortcut at turn 10. Joel Esteban as well has a penalty to be applied to him as well. Long lap penalty for shortcut at turn 10. They've both come in together. So Esteban's got 1-2. For Asato, all out of shape. Dive bombed by Riccardo Rossi and Adrian Fernandez. There's Esteban's confirmation of the penalty. Last lap the call then of the Moto3 Argentine Grand Prix. Into the first corner. Lanetta 7th. Kelso 8th. Carpe has a high side. And he's out. Win it or bin it. And unfortunately, it's a bin. Carpe out of Argentina, trying to get the bike up. He won't score any points though, unfortunately. That's given a bit of a buffer. Bertoletti's now got 3.5 tenths to Piqueras, who's got Ruda on his tail. Down we come then. Turn 4. Late break. Switchback. Ruda trying, not working. Furusato can't get his way through. Bertoletti lost a lot of time mid-corner. Piqueras all over the back of him, the two KTMs running together to KTM 1, 2, 3 at the moment. Perone's down into 12th. Piqueras to the inside line. Can't do it. Bertoletti goes wide. Piqueras to the inside line at the exit of turn 7 and takes the lead. Yellow flags out. Perone's crashed in sector 3. Round the outside. Bertoletti trying to have a go with Ruda. Ruda's not giving up. It's a three-way fight to the line. I don't think Fernandez can draw it in here either. It is these three we're focusing on unless they all come together. No, Furusato might get into it. Armanza ran wide. 5-way fight incoming. At the inside, 3 wide. There's going to be contact here for sure. And there is contact. Piqueras forces them wide. Fernandez trying to come around the outside. There might be a penalty for this. Angel Piqueras wins in Argentina. Fernandez 2nd. Ruda 3rd. Furusato 4th. But I am sure there will be a penalty because that was a forced move at the end there. Piqueras wins the Moto3 Argentine Grand Prix. Fernandez 2nd, Ruda in 3rd. Well, respect between them all. They liked it. It was hard racing. But will the stewards deem it as good? I hope it was, because that was racing. Let's take a look at it once more, just to make sure there was no funny business. Did he touch the green? On the inside, Piqueras taking a look now. He's through okay into the corner. What about the exit of the last corner? That's what we need to look at. On the inside, didn't touch the green there. Did he touch the green in the exit? No. Looks good to me. Piqueras wins the Moto3 Argentine Grand Prix. Well, we'll wait for official confirmation on that because it was a bit much. Warren says he's on the green. It's going to be a pen. It doesn't look to me like he was on the green. He was just there. He forced a bit wide out. So will it be a pen? Look at the gap in the top 5. Yeah, top 5 separated by 0.3 of a second. Insane. Absolutely insane at the line there. Nothing from the stewards about anything yet. I think Angel Piqueras has won the Argentine Grand Prix for Moto3. So Carpe didn't even bother finishing the race. He came into the pit lane and retired. Sensible precaution there, unfortunately, I'm afraid, for what was going on. We'll wait for the official announcement when we get to the podium. Then we'll know if that is the result. Anyway, there is the result on our monitor. with the top 15 scoring points paying positions. Piqueras, Fernandez, Ruda, Furasato, Bertoletti, the top 5, Almanza, Lanetta, Kelso, Yamanaka, and Nepa, the top 10. Nothing from the stewards about this race control incident. 3 wide in the penultimate corner. They each push each other wide. And Piqueras holds on for the win. Now, that's what the stewards might look at, the fact that it was all together. So, hopefully they might just deem that as okay. Adrian Fernandez! There is a track limits check. Adrian Fernandez is the provisional winner here. So there is going to be a check. He did touch the green. My eyes are clearly not in it. Warren, you are spot on. Wasn't the last time he touched the green at turn 12? He has indeed. I missed that because I was looking at the top. So, and TNT have gone to an ad break when they're showing the replay shot. So, it wasn't the last corner I'm looking at. It is turn 12. He did touch the green, Piqueras, which means Adrian Fernandez quite possibly is the winner of the Argentine Grand Prix. We'll stay with coverage and we'll hand it down to TNT Sports with Gavin Emmett in the box with Michael Laverty for all the latest news. It looks like there could be a penalty coming in Parc Fermé. Let's get the latest then as we hand you downstairs to TNT.
Welcome back to here in Argentina. We've had our first race of the day. By our calculations, Angel Piqueras touched the green paint, exceeding track limits on the last lap. What happens during the race, it's supposed to be a position drop. That's what the rules say. They gain an advantage by touching the green, they lose a position. So, by my reckoning, that should be Fernandez winning the race. We will see.
Yeah, because basically, and I know it's a bit boring, but the reality is he's going wide. You have to close the throttle to stop yourself from running off the track. If you shut the throttle at that point, he wouldn't have been in a position to do the dive bomb up the inside and in turn win the race. So, yeah, I'm slightly confused.
It's a pretty clear rule.
It's a clear
rule. If you touch
rule.
the green and gain an advantage, you lose a position. That's what the rules say. So we will see what's happening here. I'm sure they'll be having a look at it, but we've seen it. It touched the green. So I'm sure they'll be talking about it. There's Adrian Fernandez. Could he be the race winner today? Well, the leopard colours do suit the Albiceleste, don't they? The Argentinian colours. So it seems fitting if he dons Leo Messi's jersey.
He picked up the pieces really as well, Fernandez, because they all sort of dive bombed each other. He sat back and
let them go in front of him, didn't he?
Yeah.
I've got to think that why is it taking so long? This was the last lap. Scott Ogden on the outside, Peroni on the inside. Oof, look at that from Peroni. Whoa. Whoa, that's going to be a sore one, but that's where we were talking about it, weren't we? Where Ogden lost position, but Peroni just clattered into the side of it. Horrible crash. If he's okay. Smack on his arm, didn't he?
That was a big one.
Trying to work out, that's at turn 5 into 6.
Yeah.
On the exit, isn't it?
Tall lad.
The Argentinian, anyway, so just wondering where normally we'd have the interviews by now, and I do feel it must be because they're having a look at it. Look, last lap, here we are.
No.
What's going on here? Look at it. We're not
Can't pay.
controlling these pictures, just so you know.
On the outside.
Dirty part of the track.
I mean, that was never going to happen. I mean, literally. Dirty part of the track, trying to ride around the outside. That's the first mistake for the rookie.
But once again showed he's right in the mix. Right, we're going to hear from Jose Antonio Rueda first of all. Championship leader, I guess.
Jose Antonio, congratulations, back onto the podium. That was certainly a bit more dramatic than 2 weeks ago in Thailand. Can you just try and sum up what happened on that final lap?
Yeah, it's an incredible race, a lot of overtakes. I know that expect that, but well, I'm very happy to be back again on the podium. And yeah, getting more points for the championship and still working like this.
Great ride, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, good ride, no doubt about that. Starting the year with 2 podiums back-to-back. Can't ask for that much more. Here we go, look, there we are.
He's definitely on the green. You should shut the throttle.
And the advantage there is he's got past Bertelli.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he lost the front into the side.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
Felt for Bertelli there, hung out to dry a bit on the outside.
which sort of sums up Bertelli.
Yeah, but the penalties are now coming through. Your Leicester man to be given a 3-second time penalty for failing to comply with the long lap penalty, and Furusato has been told to drop 1 position to exceeding track limits on the last lap. So they are coming through, and it looks like Piqueras might have it.
Need to comply with the long lap penalty. So Furusato back to 5th, that promotes Bertelli to 4. That has to be. Yeah. Let's see if we're Adrian Fernandez first.
Adrian, a brilliant job coming through from row 4 on the grids to finish on the podium. That final sector, it just seemed to open up perfectly for you. Can you believe you're on the podium?
Yeah, it's incredible. Take the second podium this season. It's incredible, but also the team do a really good work. The qualifying is not really good, the strategy, but in this race I need brake really hard, and I can pass the rider and I can finish second.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done to Adrian Fernandez, picked up the piece in that final corner. And, that's great after how the last year's gone. Look at Piqueras' front there. Oh, lost it, and he just took advantage. And he's strong, isn't he, on the cutback?
Yeah.
But Piqueras on our screens has been confirmed as the winner. Are we reading the rules wrong? I mean,
No,
we look silly.
No, we're not. We've definitely got the rules
They're going to say there was no advantage.
And that's all I can think. Well, obviously there is an advantage because you're supposed to not run onto the green. You're supposed to close the throttle.
And you've got more run, you've got more pace, haven't you?
Exactly.
So Furusato has exceeded track limits on a last lap, and he's demoted 1 position. I am baffled. We are the experts in theory, but unfortunately we're a bit head scratching about this one. Let's hear from the race winner, Angel Piqueras.
Angel, an unbelievable ride, and last lap in particular. After all of the talk in pre-season and the frustration at round 1, how much does this mean to get a win?
Well, it means a lot because it was an incredible race. It was super difficult because it was a race that everyone were too aggressive, but we managed well. At the first of the race, I was trying to be at the top, but I can't. But when the tires dropped a bit, I was coming to feel a bit better with the used tire. But yeah, I have to thank all my team. I have to thank everyone who is helping me day by day. You know, and yeah, very happy. And let's go for Austin.
An incredible ride. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, an incredible last lap, actually, as predicted, I think, before. Piqueras rode really beautifully, but some confusion here as to the fact that it looked as though he was 2 wheels on the green. Michael has a possible theory, but let's just have a look at this, Michael.
Yeah, obviously, the exit of turn 11, you're opening the gas, and because you're wanting to use all the track on the way off, and he does touch the green paint with both wheels, but at that moment, he's in 3rd. Then he takes 2 people into the last corner, so he's gained 2 positions after the fact. And that's my only thinking is that you can see it there just on the approach as he runs in here. He passes both Bertelli and up the inside and back. He nudges aside the Red Bull KTM machine. So yeah, I honestly think that it has to be the fact that he's gained 2 positions, so they can't take a spot away from him and take the win off him. But I know it's supposed to be an immediate penalty if you touch the green. That's been our interpretation of the rule. It's sensors, it's activated, and it's an automatic penalty. But I think it's hard for them to take the win off him after he's actually done such a good last corner. But my slight problem with that is one of those places was possibly gained by keeping the throttle on and drift out onto the green. If he'd have rolled off, he might not have been in a position to pull off that superb overtake.
So, a bit surprised that he's held on to that victory.
I am, yeah. Yeah, and to be fair, he earned it. That was such an equality pass to go in there, and he does it all in the rear brake to stop it, and he still makes contact. But obviously, it's an impressive last lap from him to pull it off. But still, the way the rules are, we've seen penalties in the past year. We've stood in this place and talked about Cal Crutchlow getting the jump start for a marginal.
God, that was something, wasn't it? Do you remember that?
If we're following the letter of the law, yeah, he shouldn't have been standing on the top step of the podium. It should have been Adrian Fernandez today, who actually had an exceptional last corner as well. Where did that come from?
And from 12th, Adrian Fernandez, exceptional ride from him today.
Yeah. So impressive, actually, because, as he said, he didn't quite have the pace, but kept his head down, made the overtakes, and got himself up into the box.
Yeah, and Jose Antonio Rueda continuing his championship campaign then. Let's go back to Gab.
Yeah, they're making their way up onto the podium, all Spanish podium here in Argentina. The talk is from the Spanish that their take on it is that Angel Piqueras lost the position when he went onto the green, but the rules do say he gained an advantage. He dropped the position, but he lost the position in that act. I don't know, it doesn't seem right to me, and I'm guaranteeing there'll be people at home going, hang about, I thought we knew the rules. Well, so did we. But anyway, it looks like it's going to be confirmed. The Prince MT Helmets team continue to show success across the lower classes. Pick up the trophy. Yeah, a little bit of a confusion there, because it's Jose Antonio Rueda who's going to take the third place trophy today, and in doing so holds on to the championship lead ahead of Adrian Fernandez, 41 to 36. And Angel Piqueras, who was involved in a scuffle in the opening round in Thailand, is third on 29. 20 points though for Fernandez today. 2 podiums to start the year, excellent from Leopard. FM President George Viegas hands over the trophy. Second race win, there'll be many more to come, whatever happens, to Angel Piqueras, who takes victory in the Grand Prix of Argentina in Moto3. Time now to hear the Royal March to the Anthem of Spain.
Stunning race in Moto3 with a confusing end. Same old then for this category. It's champagne time here. Piqueras keeps the win because he lost a position, but he got an advantage. Make it make sense. We'll see you next time out in 2 weeks at the Circuit of the Americas. Next up, it's Moto2. Don't go anywhere.